Disclaimer: I do not own the clips or music shown. These are used for review and entertainment purposes. Thank you. Greetings, Gal Pals and Gal Pals. It's me, Camden, on channel Camden. And yes, I'm in a different location because I'm on my vacation because it's summer. And I'm out of town. And while I'm out of town, there's this Loki show and there's a Black Widow movie that just came out. Loki is Marvel's third show on Disney Plus right after WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, which follows Tom Hiddleston reprising his role as Loki. Basically, it's where, in Endgame, where the Avengers went back in time and tried to get the Infinity Stones, where a few of the members went to 2012 to get some of the stones. Some antics and shenanigans ensued, which led to Loki taking the Tesseract and leaving. And then that creates messing up the timeline, which is a Nexus event. And then the Time Police, known as the TVA, shows up. Basically, the TVA will get you if you ruin the timeline, if you do something that isn't supposed to happen. Now, which chips should I choose? Lay's or Doritos? Lay's or Doritos? Let's see, I'll choose Doritos. I'll eat Doritos.
That wasn't supposed to happen. I'm the TVA. You're arrested. You were supposed to choose the Lay's chip.
And then there's also one of the TVA members, which is Mobius, played by Owen Wilson. And he's all like, "Come on, you can't ruin the timeline, man. We're the TVA. We gotta get you, Loki. Wow, look at that. Wow. Wow, ka-chow, wow, we can time travel, wow, ka-chow! And this also where the MCU starts going to the multiverse. While the others were about time travel and just staying on its own, this one actually talks about the multiverse a lot, though there are hints in Doctor Strange and Endgame they do talk about it. Loki meets alternate versions of himself, which is Loki into the Lokiverse, Boomer Loki, Gen Z Loki, Boastful Loki, Vector Loki,
Find the computer room! Find the computer room! Find the computer
Woman Loki, and the President Loki. And yeah, there you go. They come around the later episodes, besides Sylvie, which is the woman Loki. Also, the normal Loki, from the regular MCU timeline, falls in love with Sylvie. Does that technically mean falling in love with yourself? Like, if you kiss that alternate version of yourself, it's like kissing yourself in a mirror? Whatever. Probably stands on Twitter will complain about it. And yeah, we get the first episode, which Mobius and Loki talk to each other, which is really interesting seeing the banter between Loki and Mobius. It's really entertaining. Also, in the first episode, it was, while the MCU, like with all these talking raccoons and walking trees and wizards and stuff, this scene was really interesting. Just two people talking. They were talking about all the bad things Loki did, and Loki watched like a whole recording and slideshow of his entire life, of his good parts of his life and all the bad sides of his life. And at one point, Loki was D.B. Cooper. And it was a really great scene. And as we're here, we should talk about the episodes 1 through 3, which weren't bad, but weren't top tier MCU neither. It was where it was just like building up to like what's coming later, just like some other TV shows do. Like, they're not bad, but it's like enough to be like, oh, okay. And then episode 4 is where it got good. Like, it was like, had a lot in it, and a lot that you just couldn't spoil about it. And Sif makes a cameo, which starts a time loop or something. Sif hits Loki over and over and over, like I said about the time loop, saying and doing things over and over and over.
It's no use. Take this. It's no use. Take this.
And then that's where you see all the Lokis teaming up together and interacting with each other, which is really interesting. And it seems that Feige and Marvel can really show how different alternate versions of each other interact and stuff like that. And I really like that they poke fun at the fact that Loki always fakes his death and comes back. Like there was a saying once, they were like, Lokis never die. So I don't think this is the only time we'll see a certain character in the MCU team up with alternate versions of himself.
No way.
And then Loki and Sylvie try to find answers of who's behind the TVA, because it turns out the TVA is erasing people's memories and making them work for the timekeepers or whatever. And the one that's behind it all is, no, it's not Mephisto. It's Kang, the Conqueror, or He Who Remains, played by Jonathan Majors, which does a really great job of playing someone who's very nonchalant about the fact that he takes over the multiverse and conquers it. Like other villains like Thanos or Ultron were like, I'm evil and I have this and I can do this, I'm evil. Kang the Conqueror he's like more chill, but not really. Like he's like, I took over the world. I mean the multiverse. But also shows at the same time that he can be intimidating, especially by the ending. I already gave away spoilers, so I shouldn't say spoiler warning. Also, yeah, if you haven't watched the show, stop watching this. Go watch it now. The multiverse starts breaking apart because Kang was all like, if you kill me, multiple versions of me will show up and there will be a multiverse of war. And then you know what Sylvie does? Kills them. So that means alternate versions of them will start popping up everywhere. And He Who Remains just smiled and said, see you soon. Great job, Sylvie. Now you ruin everything instead of just doing a simple task. You know, Sylvie and Star-Lord will be great friends. So then the multiverse war starts happening. So we should expect alternate versions of characters we already know, which will totally not be kept secret behind doors because Feige has a snipe squad at every actor and actress's house if they say something. But yeah, and usually WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they shows just end right there that leads up to the movies. Loki is getting another season, which that's pretty cool. We get to see more of this show. Which, well, the first 3 episodes weren't bad, but weren't top tier MCU either. It was around episode 4 that got really good at talking about the multiverse, and it got really good there. And Tom Hiddleston, as usual, is really good at Loki. Also, Tara Strong voices a character named Miss Minutes. Totally, I will hope people will not fall in love with a talking clock on the internet. And voiced by Tara Strong, which, could there be a variant of Miss Minutes could have... Miss Minutes might have Ben 10 as a variant. That means Ben 10 might be in the MCU. Let's go! Ben 10 could beat half the Marvel Universe, by the way. Also, Tara Strong voiced Scarlet Witch in Superhero Squad. Does that mean Superhero Squad is technically canon to the MCU? Well, what about all the other Marvel multiverses? That means they're technically canon. So that Ben Affleck Daredevil movies technically canon. Those Tim Story Fantastic Four movies are technically canon. Even Fanforstic. Blah. What about that Ang Lee Hulk movie? Or Spectacular Spider-Man. Or Ultimate Spider-Man, voiced by that child endangerer. Or that weird Howard the Duck movie. Yes, Mr. Feige, I get what you mean by it's all connected. Wait, that means Captain America might have variants also. Like Steve Rogers, because you know, a variant of Steve Rogers might go from the Avengers Assemble, and Roger Craig Smith was Captain America in Avengers Assemble, and Roger Craig Smith also voiced Sonic. So does that mean Sonic is technically part of the Marvel Universe and is Captain America's variant? Yes, very interesting. Overall, this show is not bad. Can't wait for the future of the MCU, which this does set up.
Where's that tray?
And Kang is going to be in that next Ant-Man movie. Let me go ahead and play this in memory of Scott Lang, because I do not know how he's going to survive this. So, the first 3 episodes of 7 donuts. 8. The rest of the show deserves 8 donuts. Throughout all this multiverse stuff, I wonder what Doctor Strange is doing. Alright, Wong, be chill. I'm about to be on vacation. Take care of the multiverse for me. After his vacation. Hey, I'm back. Back to work, I guess.
So yeah, that's a review. I like the show and review is sponsored by Lay's. Product placement.
Oh, so now you eat Lay's.
Yeah, what's the problem?
I'm about to show you a slideshow of your entire life. Good moments and bad. Oh no, even my first grade teacher? Dude, you're just like me.
You must be a variant of me. Yeah, I got here because I was eating Doritos instead of Lay's, but instead I just ate Lay's. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.
See you next time. In Disney Plus, renew Superhero Squad.